Gotta love that old Capcom jingle. It's one I certainly remember well from my childhood anytime I played this game and any others by Capcom from from the 16-bit era. Hello, my name is Red, and welcome to what is regarded as one of the best games of all time, and certainly one of the best games from the Super Nintendo and 16-bit era. Welcome to Mega Man X. So I'm sure I don't need to explain Mega Man at all, but for those who may be unfamiliar, Mega Man X is a 2D action platforming series, and Mega Man's franchise in general is action platformers. This is specifically a sub-series of the original Mega Man games that were released on Nintendo only. These are for the Super Nintendo. It's built on the same basic principles and concepts of the original Mega Man series, only it kind of tried to reinvent it a little bit by expanding on the gameplay and adding in new skills and power-ups and other features. So it's one of my favorite games of all time on the Super Nintendo, and one I grew up with. Could very well be one of the first games I played. It is absolutely a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to this. It's honestly, I wanted to play this because of the recent Capcom survey that came out. Because one of the questions they had on there was games that deserve a sequel or need a remake. And I know Mega Man and Dino Crisis were up on there for games that needed a new game in this in their series or something like that. I forgot what it was specifically, but anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm looking forward to this. All right. Here we find ourselves on the central the highway stage, but would be known as a Central Highway in the remake of this game, actually, for the PlayStation Portable released in 2005, Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. But the reason we are here, so Mega Man X, the series that takes place, this is specifically 100 years after the events of the original series, where the world is a mix of humans and robots known as Reploids, which have the ability to think freely, they can feel, and they can make their own decisions. So they have intelligence. So being so close to human, having these complexities with them, they are prone to destructive and renegade tendencies, just like people. It can happen, and when they do, they are deemed as mavericks, so they need to be dealt with. So in order to combat this, the Maverick Hunters were formed, and X is a part of them, along with Zero and another one named Sigma. So, however, Sigma goes Maverick and ends up forming a rebellion alongside other Mavericks with the intention of wiping out humanity. So that's puts us right here where we are starting to fight back against Sigma and his rebellion. That's why we're here on the highway stage. So this is actually all started because X was created by Dr. Thomas Light. So being the first of the robots to have free will, thinking, and intelligence, although it was deemed kind of problematic at its time, he was sealed away. It was uncovered 100 years later by an archaeologist by the name of Dr. Kane, who would go on to create Reploids from X's data, which is where Sigma and plenty of others came from. While the original game doesn't tell a lot of the story through the gameplay, you can get an idea of what's going on by reading the box art on the back, or probably even the manual, but the remake Maverick Hunter X on the PSP actually further expands upon it by including an original video animated episode known as Day of Sigma. And in that, it goes over X's origins, kind of how he's fitting into the world, here at the start of everything, as well as his relationships with other characters like Zero, Sigma, and the other Maverick Hunters, and also shows Sigma's start of the rebellion, which leads up to the events of where the game starts here. The game also includes extra dialogue between X and the Mavericks before you fight them. So overall, the characters have a little more personality to them, which is really nice. If you're actually playing this on the X Legacy Collection like I am, the Day of Sigma OVA episode is actually available to watch, and I do recommend checking it out. But anyways, we're here at the end of the stage. We just gotta destroy these vehicles before we can fight the boss. Can I just say, this pixel art, the sound design, and the soundtrack are still amazing after all these years. Alright, and here we have Vile. He is a former Maverick Hunter turned Maverick, and I just hope that he will fire off that paralyzing shot like now. You can actually die here if you are not careful. So you want to make sure you get hit by that shot. You worthless piece of scrap metal. Did you think you could defeat me? Enter Zero. I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. If you're actually playing the X collection for the PlayStation 2 and GameCube, this dialogue has actually changed where he says, "Damn, I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him." I was like, absolutely unnecessary. I kind of questioned why it was done, but X, you shouldn't expect to defeat him. He is designed to be a war machine. Remember, you have not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. X, I know you can do it. Yeah, at this point, Zero kind of acts as a bit of a mentor for X. Oh, good old-fashioned password screen. I'm actually playing this on the X Legacy collection. Alright, so just like in the old Mega Man fashion, we have our 8 robot matches, but in this case they are Mavericks. Only what we can see here compared to some of the original games, we actually have layouts of what the stage is going to look like. We also have a map that just points out where we're going to be going specifically. We also have specifications where you can look at each boss, what their name is, some details, as well as some of their attacks, although it does not display everything, so it's actually a really nice feature. This would not return. I don't think it was in Mega Man X 2 and 3. I don't quite remember much about 4, but I think 5 had something similar to this, as well as 6. Actually, no, I don't think 6 did at all. But no, it's really nice. I like it a lot. Alright. We're going to start with Chill Penguin. It's usually the one many players will start with, because just because it's an easy one, but because going here, we're going to get something that's going to help us out. So, like I said before, with this game, having like new additions to it compared to the original series, that those additions are specifically armor upgrades, heart tanks, and sub tanks. Hey, I got an extra life. I'm gonna need it, most likely. So armor upgrades, there are 4 of them approximately that we can get in the forms of these capsules. There are 8 heart tanks per stage, and then there are 4 sub tanks. So 4 sub tanks kind of act like E-tanks from the original series, only they're not limited. There's 4 of them, you collect them, they are permanent. You can fill them up anytime until they're full, and you can use them if you need to. But no, we're gonna come here because there's an armor upgrade. Specifically, the leg upgrade that we're gonna be getting. That's gonna make a big difference in our mobility, and that's one of the things that's really fun about this game is the movement. It's actually one of the best things, at least for me. Considering at its time that Mega Man X offered like some of the best action platforming for its time. Alright, work our way up. Okay. I don't need to charge that. Alright, here we are, first one. Normally you have to go out of your way for these a little bit, but this one we do not. So you've come. X, I gave you the ability to choose your own path in life. And I hoped the world would allow you to choose a peaceful one. But now it seems that you are destined to fight. Because I thought the world might need a new champion. I have hidden capsules like this one. If you find and use them, you will be able to increase your powers beyond anything the world has ever known. Step into this capsule and receive an acceleration system to boost your speed. Good luck, X. Yep, just like you said, we're gonna get our leg upgrade. And the way this game is designed, it's you either can make it easier or harder on yourself based on if you get any of these upgrades or not. But there are many parts of the game where it seems like you have to have them, especially when it comes to like mobility. Ah, I hate these things. And peacocks with saw blades on their heads. My worst enemy. Okay, there we go. Alright, moving through. And that kind of points out, like, what... Generally, I guess I don't know how many other people feel about it, but the X series in general was more or less, it is harder compared to the original series, but that's all going to be very opinionated because honestly, I have an easier time with the X series than I do with the original games. Actually, my introduction to the original series was Mega Man 8, but my god, it was a little bit difficult. Up, snowballs! Up! Avoid the environmental hazards. Ouch. Okay. And our indicator that we are at the stage boss. The double doors. And it's Chill Penguin. And he slides. When he slides, he is invincible. Oh, God. I completely messed up the dash there. Take that. Oh, you and your ice. Oh, okay, there we go. You gotta time it just right so you can actually hit him. Otherwise, he can create the ice clones, he can spit ice, and he can jump randomly if he wants to, and he can also grab that pulley up there, and that will cause a bit of a blizzard. And if he does have the ice penguins on the ground, as you can see, like form, they will slide in the direction that the wind blows. There we go. Chill Penguin down. Not much to it. And that is our first Maverick defeated and stage cleared, although there's still a heart tank to get, so I will have to come back for that. I'm unable to, unfortunately, I'm not able to get it yet. But we got shotgun ice in a good old Mega Man fashion. They show what weapon we get at the end. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save. Yeah, I think I mentioned I'm playing this in the Legacy Collection, yeah. Now, if I do have any issues, which I hope I don't, I can always play it on the other hardware, but... Alright. Normally when I play Mega Man games, I always go in the order of what the boss weakness is. So normally we'd go to Spark Mandrill at this point. But instead, we're going to be going to Storm Eagle. Because I'm going to go on a route that's going to be a little more efficient to get all the like upgrades and defeat the bosses. So, alright, here we go. Take a look at what is one of probably the best looking Maverick and has some of the best music in the game. I'm sure many will agree with me. And look at his design. I believe the stage that we were on, like we were at was it the Snow Mountain stage as it's called, but I believe in Mega Man or Maverick Hunter X, the Chill Penguin stage was the abandoned missile facility base or something like that. Here we are at the airport stage or sky stage, something like that. But in Maverick Hunter X, it's a new type airport. If we dash up over here from the top of that moving platform, we get our first heart tank. Was it increased by 3 points, I think? Essentially, your health will become as... You'll receive as many health points as each boss that you can face. So, honestly, this stage has some of the most amount of platforming to it. With all these moving platforms. Rising platforms, everything. Alright, there we... And this. Mash that firing button. Okay. In this stage we have another armor capsule. We have I already got the heart tank. We also have a sub-tank. I'm gonna go ahead and take the time to get that. Honestly, having one of those early on will be quite nice. Alright, there's our first one. Okay, you have fire. We'll wait for it to come back. Oh my god, I'm just gonna drop. Okay. Okay. This is one of the worst parts about this stage. Like, whenever I play X, I always have that urge, like, I want to go fast. I just want to zoom through all of this, but man, you cannot do that at times. I mean, I could always just tank the hits, but then I run the risk of flat out falling off the platform into my death. Okay, 1 jump, 2 jump. And get rid of that one. Another. Okay, oh my god, I landed that. I couldn't see it for a second. Alright. Coming up on our next armor upgrade. Get to this tower, you drop down, jump over, blow this up. Surprisingly, you actually don't need to use a boss weapon for that. Alright, our next capsule. This capsule contains an enhancement for your helmet, which will allow you to break some ceilings with a headbutt. Alright, here we go. Got my fancy helmet. And now we can break certain blocks. This was actually is only used for one point in the game. And, oh, wrong way. And that's when we get to Flame Mammoth stage next. Then we can get our actually get another armor upgrade. That'll be the Buster upgrade, X-Buster. And this is like the one reoccurring enemy from the original Mega Man series. I can't believe I actually forgot what they're called, the Meditites, something like that. They're iconic. I also remember them in Mega Man Battle Network using their little pickaxes to create shockwaves. Alright, here we are, coming up on the boss, this giant carrier here. Death cannons. Yep, there we go. Climb down here, took off, here's the boss door. Oh, that's not what I wanted, whoops. Alright, here we go. It's boss time. Storm Eagle. Not much to him. He can create gusts of winds that will blow you away. He can spit out eggs that have little homing birds, and he can fire off his Storm Tornado, which will push you back greatly. This is one of the few stages where you can actually fall off the sides. Actually, I think it's the only one. Wow, I'm getting some good RNG here. Oh, okay, I just had to open my mouth. However, if you time this just ouch, right. Okay. Whoa, getting fast. Better not take any more chances. If you actually time it just right, you can shoot him without getting hit. Good God, thank you for stopping. Yes, please stay on the ground. I think I can only afford like one more hit. There we go. Let's just keep doing that. Oh boy. One more. Yeah! There we go. Right in his face. In your face. And that is Maverick number 2 down. And this stage is actually clear, getting the sub-tank, heart tank, and the capsule upgrade. Well, armor upgrade. You get Storm Tornado. Whoops, I did not save. Alright, and next we have Storm Eagle defeated. We actually have an enemy weakness for Flame Mammoth. It's also the next area we're going to go to get our next upgrades and everything. So, alright, Flame Mammoth. The question is, am I going to be able to get the next well, armor upgrade, or, well, next capsule upgrade on the first attempt? Because unfortunately, the placement of this one, you have to get it just right. Otherwise, you'll have to restart the stage and do it again. Because the way it's set up, you have one attempt to stick to it, an attempt to get it, otherwise you have to restart it. Anyways, one of the big things that you see in this game that's actually is not brought back in any of the other games is changes to the stages. So by defeating Chill Penguin, there would normally be lava here, but it's now frozen over. Also a frame rate. So yeah, if you actually go to the stage first before defeating Chill Penguin, there will be lava there instead, so you will not be able to walk down there. So this is a big change that allows you to, like, that can affect how you move through the stages and everything. There are only 3 stages that will actually change when they when one Maverick or one stage is cleared before another, and this is one of them. I'll point out the other ones when we get to them. Now, right up there is where we need to get our next upgrade, so... Okay. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god, am I gonna get it? Yes, okay, there we go. See, it's tricky, because you only have those blocks that are down far enough to get to, and if they break and you fall, you cannot get back up there. So you have to restart the stage. This capsule contains a part which will increase the capabilities of your X-Buster. You can use it to fire all types of weapons. Yeah, this is a big one right here, because it gives us another level to our charge shop. It also allows us to charge up the boss weapons we get, ultimately changing how they work. Alright, was it Crush Buster, I think that's called? You can actually skip that upgrade right there if you wish to, and you can actually get it later, which I will point out when we get to it. If you come down right over here, and there's our next heart tank, and miners are doing mining things. They're throwing their pickaxes. Alright, we'll just go right up here. Ouch. Oh god. Hard hat area. And right up here we get a 1-up, but right over here, a hidden sub-tank. Well, let's go right on in and get that. That makes 2. Oh god. Alright, work our way back up and continue on. We're almost to the boss. Oh god, okay. Man, these guys still hurt. Alright, cleared that. See, it makes a big difference. Okay, this is the part that gets a little heckish. You know what? That's a good time to use that. Oh, these guys are terrible to deal with. There we go. But as soon as they raise their shields, they become vulnerable. Alright, dash, and ouch. Okay, I'm hitting everything. That is not good for my health. Well, if I have to use a sub-tank, then I will. I mean, it sucks if I had to at this point, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm by no means an expert, so I'm not going to be necessarily, well, not really going to be a professional player or anything, but there's some good old, there's a nice old playthrough. Okay. Flame Mammoth can spit out oil, which he can light on fire. He can... Oh, God. He can, yeah. Switch up the lanes that the conveyor are going. You can flat out spit fire till he will jump around. When he does hit the ground, he creates a shockwave that can knock you down. And with that, Flame Mammoth is defeated. Nothing to it. You get Fire Wave. This would actually be Chill Penguin's weakness. You were actually hit Chill Penguin, that would actually set him on fire and would stun him for a little brief period of time. Alright, go ahead and save our game. And with that, Flame Mammoth stage is clear. Storm Eagle stage is clear. Now we can quickly go back. And we'll just go ahead and grab Chill Penguin's heart tank quick, and that'll clear out that stage. Okay, right back over here where we get the right armor. I can break that if I want, but I don't have to. We'll just hop right on up here and break this. There's our heart tank. You have to have a fire wave in order to get it. Anything here? Okay, just that. Alright, with this case, we can just leave. You can leave once you've cleared a stage, which is quite nice. Alright, go ahead and save our game. Okay, and I'd say that's pretty good here for the first episode. We took down the opening stage and took down 3 Mavericks so far. So, alright. Next time on Mega Man X, we'll continue working our way here through the Mavericks. Eventually now going after Spark Mandrill. So, see you all then.